there are students who actually uses gadgets and everything that are way more. And you and I both know that if education is paramount to that kind of student, you sometimes have to sacrifice something for your life. People always believe SUG president gets favor or curry favor from lecturers to pass. Yeah. Take it off your mind. When I was SUG president, I was so it. Because I also want to serve as an example for others.
Yes, you have to lead by example.
Yes, there are times when you be tired and you can't read, you can't do that. But that's where your former CGPA will come into place to help you scale through. In Lautech, the first week of resumption is not always resumption.
Honestly, everybody
so,
knows that.
If the lecturer might also be accused, they might accuse him for not coming to the lecture.
Yes. Hi, I'm Dinma, and today I'll be talking to someone a lot of you might already know. But for those of you that don't know him, I'll be doing you a huge favor and introduce him. Today I'm talking to Laurel, Lautech's former SCG president, who's recently been reinstated as the SSA project delivery to the governor of Oyo State. Hi, Laurel.
Hi, Dinma, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Would you mind reintroducing yourself? I don't think I did enough justice.
Oh, okay. Hi viewers, my name is Abioudun Oluwaseun, aka Laurel. I was a former student union president of Lautech Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, and the former special assistant on project delivery to the executive governor of Oyo State, and recently reappointed as the senior special assistant on project delivery to the governor. Thank you very much.
You see, I told you I didn't do enough justice. Look at all that. You want to be him, right? Okay. Laurel, how has it been? You said you were doing this before and then you've been reinstated. How has it been? And you're an SCG president. That has to be like a lot to like just transit into the transition.
Okay.
How has it been?
You know, in life, there's nothing you achieve without doing anything. You can't just get the result overnight.
Yeah.
So being here today is as a result of hard work, grace, consistency, commitment, and overall having a focused mindset about where you're going. So being the SUG president, I didn't just start that journey overnight as well. Before you become the SUG president, you know a whole lot of people will have to know you. We have to accept your dreams.
Yeah.
They also have to accept your ambition as well, and they also have to believe in you, so that they will be able to support you.
Yeah, definitely.
So it took years to achieve it. So I'm getting out of school as well. There are some foundations that have been laid. From
being the SUG president.
From being the SUG president. That's through building the right connections, making a good name for yourself, building a good legacy for the people coming, and for people to understand that yes, you can be a good representative and a good ambassador for the institution. So all of this are the steps that I took, and
so can we say
never to forget that there's a specific clause, the grace of God.
That one was 100. That's nice. So can you say there's like a huge difference to like doing school politics and state politics?
Yes, there's a huge difference. Student politics, okay, let me just give you some basic differences. Student union politics, you are confined within a particular area, not just the school, you know, the host community, the university community, then the students that are based outside the school environment, because majorly you have students who are coming from other places, ODL, PD, masters, and all. Then you have students who are residing around the school or inside the school. Then we have indigenes of Ogbomoso and Ogbomoso community. That is a politics of, let's say, a compartment. While the state-wide politics belongs to everybody. That means everybody domiciled or habitants of that state. You are part and parcel of them, and indirectly you are a leader to those people. Then in your field, you serve as the first person to relate with when it comes to your field.
So could you like highlight any problems you faced, like trying to settle into, because what you've just said means this is like on a way bigger scale, and it must be like a lot of pressure for you having to like move.
Okay, thank you. One of the, I wouldn't say I didn't have any issue or I didn't face any challenges at all. But one thing I would like to highlight is that when you're prepared, whenever I'm talking, I used to tell people that to attain a position of leadership, you have to go through 3 P's. You have to be ready to prepare, you participate, and then you perform. Now, the preparedness in this case is from student union politics. I was formerly a class rep. From class rep to the student union, gradual process, taking up the stratification one stage at the after the other. So after the student union politics, after the class rep, I've been able to mingle
and
with a whole lot of people.
The kind of following that you would need to be a president.
Then, as the president, since I've prepared and I've participated in the process, then I got it. I have to perform, lay a legacy and all. Then understanding that process made it easier for me to settle in. But nevertheless, on this, then I was a leader to my mates or people who were actually thinking in the same,
look up to you and
the same direction. Maybe I am older than my junior mates with my level mates, and I have some seniors who are older than I am. But in this case, you now have a larger scale of people who are older than you. You're coming into government where there are a whole lot of people.
Very tiny young lady.
And then they will tell you, who is your dad? Who is your parents? You don't fit here. You are young, you're the one talking to an old person like this. So because the university setting, and as a student union president, you are not just relating with the students. You are relating with lecturers, and you are also relating with the host community. So it's made it
like the head of the school.
It made it easier to have been well familiarized with conversations like that. So that made it a bit easier for me to settle in.
This is a very, very nice topic, but I'd like to come back to that. I know that I want to know a lot about you. And I'm very sure people watching too want to know a lot about you. So like, let us know now, who is Laurel? Where are you from? What did you do? Where did you go to school? Where did you grow up? All of that.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Fine. Yeah, I know a whole lot of people would have googled Laurel. Yeah, I think if you do Google Laurel, you see a whole lot of news about me. My Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are well connected and optimized.
But it's sweeter to hear just from you.
Yeah, so my name is Abioudun Oluwaseun on Friday. Shocked.
You heard that here first.
Shocked, but then my nickname, the nickname Laurel, is from Zenith Laurel Gem.
Okay.
So it was during SUG that the Laurel came out because it was too long. Then my page, social media pages before was always Laurel Gem. So then during the election it changed. I'm from Ondo State, Akure to be precise. I went to Akure Academy. I went to local authority primary school, public primary school. Then to Akure Academy, Akure. Then from there, I came to Lautech. I won the MTN. I was part of the winner winner of the MTN Foundation Scholarship 2015.
Wow. So it's
Yes,
been a long
2015.
time coming.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. 2022, I was one of the 10 most outstanding young persons in Nigeria. Then soon this year, I would also be part of the 10 awardees of the prestigious Lautech Alumni Award.
Yeah.
And if you check Lautech's Wikipedia page, one of the notable alumni of the institution, you'll find my name there.
That was a very, 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 very big achievement for you. Having to like stack them like this, it's very nice.
I still want to do more. There's still room for more.
Definitely. Okay, you said your work, things you do, everything that concerns the people of this state is what it concerns. So how do you measure the success of every project that you've done? Like,
okay, this is it. This is Nigeria.
okay.
We are bad in that sense in Nigeria that we don't really work with data. So I'm not saying Oyo State does not, because the governor works with data, logic, and science. So
that's why he's a star boy.
Yeah, that's why he's a star boy. That's why everybody who works under him will work in that manner as well. They work with data, logic, and science. Now, the data behind it is that looking at ratings from Tracker, NG, from Budget, StatiSense, and all of that, you see that Oyo State is highly rated. In terms of the fastest growing state, Ibadan is the second fastest growing city in Africa, not even Nigeria.
Wow.
That's something to shout about. Yeah. Then, if you are to look at the logical side of it, let me take you as an example.
Okay.
Before you came to Lautech, there was a particular saying about Lautech that they strike more than thunder.
Yes.
Okay, so but at least you using at it from a logical point of view understands that things have changed.
Definitely. I was in a conversation recently and I was talking to a senior and they're like, our set is the luckiest because we barely strike. Like 5 years is like 5 years. Even the 6 years is maybe COVID, the little strike in between. So that's true.
So
that's really true.
Now when you look at the scientific part of it, they're okay, what are they doing? Just look at it. Out of the southwest states, we all know Lagos is the hub. But you look at the states that is coming in through technology and innovations, you look at Oyo State, and that's where you look at the Omituntum Payseta card. And sooner or later there will still be more innovations, and you can see that even brands are coming to Ibadan to do Ibadan Startup Fest, Ibadan Tech stuff, and all of that. So if you are growing,
bringing everybody together.
yes, everybody will definitely come together. And if you look at the political view of it, the elections in Oyo State has the highest number of margin. Talk about the presidency, talk about the state governor. You see the highest number of margin.
So now you've taken us to school. So let us come to school.
Okay.
Being the former SUG president, obviously you must know a lot. Are you still really involved in Lautech's politics, Lautech's how it's going?
My schedule does not allow me, and because there is an appointee in that regard, SSA Students Affairs. So I have to, when you move to the next stage, you don't lose your relevance actually, but you don't also stay back in that same position. So you allow nature to take its course. Then you just, by the next stage, you release some of the baggages at the back. But nevertheless, I still know what is going on, because as you know, and some people knows that some way somehow Laurel is an household name in Lautech.
Laurel is an household name in Lautech actually. School has been facing a lot of challenges, as you might already know, i.e. our new VC.
Okay.
Is there one thing that you can say that you've noticed before I talk about it, that you've noticed about the new VC?
But at the moment, Lautech does not have a VC.
Yes,
Lautech has an acting VC.
Acting VC, yeah.
Okay, and you know, There are 2 acting VCs in this year. We have Professor Mojid Ilyasu that just retired.
Yeah.
Then Professor Kalilu, Rom Kalilu, that just took over. Which of them are you referring to?
The one that took over.
The one that took over.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a brief of Professor Kalilu. Professor Kalilu is one of the best professors in Nigeria. Talk about somebody who is well read. Is well read. And when you talk of vision, he has that vision to change the image of Lautech and to reposition it to where it should belong amidst committee of universities in the world. So I don't know if there is an uproar or anything at the moment, but I can tell you that he's up to the standard and he can handle it.
The reason I asked is, honestly, there is a kind of view about him because everybody believes that he's just trying to make the life of students like terrible.
Okay.
Do you understand? And definitely, there's, like you said, he has great plans for Lautech, and obviously, surely the way you've talked about it now, there'll be more understanding as to why he's doing some of the things he's doing. Last semester, a lot of 500 level students were not able to take exams because of the no tuition, no exam thing, which everybody thought there could have been a kind of leniency because of. So we're hoping you could help us understand why it has to be that hard on students. Everybody understands the economy of the country right now, and there's nobody that can take out their certificates if they don't like pay up these fees, or do you understand? So making people rack up this kind of fees, I don't think. Let me let you explain the motive behind it.
Okay, I think with experience, I would just open I will shed some light in some aspect. One, we all know that education is our right and not a privilege.
Yes.
Fine. At the same time, it does not mean we should not pay for it. It is not free.
Definitely.
That's another fact that we all agree to. Lautech was having issues before I became the student union president. And you notice after I left, it became balanced a bit. Now, when I was student union president, it didn't stand. No tuition, no exam did not stand. And that was because there is way to go around it. But the students also did not do well in their own part. When you have a deal or negotiation, you have to do your part. Sure, there are indigent students. The management has their own side of the blame too. The government has their own side of the blame. But I will start from the students so everybody can see. There are students who actually uses gadgets and everything that are way more. And you and I both know that if education is paramount to that kind of student, you sometimes have to sacrifice something for your life, which is more important. Now, because there are indigent students, truly, who don't even have that money, who are struggling to survive, who actually, one way or the other, are doing many jobs to meet up. Now, this is where some students in that category, someone like me, I told you I got MTN scholarship all through. Even while I was student union president, I was still after it. I didn't let, because I was SUG president, let it return. No. I have to meet up my 2-1, 3.5 every semester so that you can get your the next payment. There are a whole lot of scholarships. When issues like that come up, people like us start making up reasons why the school should consider some certain things. But just like this saying that we all have to work together to make things work. The school was coming from a situation that was very, very bad. It was not proper. The school was not properly funded. Staffs are complaining of the welfare. Then facilities are also getting bad. Now, the only reason behind these 3 stuffs, we have solved the ownership issue, whereby Oyo took over from Osun, and Oyo paid huge amount of money. So at least they will also have to recover. Before they will be able to pump money into the system as well. So the institution have to survive one way or the other, and to survive they need money.
But don't you think it is too rigorous? Okay.
Hold on. I'm still going there. So now, since we all know that they need money, ASU is on the neck of the management that they have to pay them. There are some students whose parents are lecturers too. That they have to pay so that they will be able to pay their own tuition as well. Then some students already got that money. If you visit student affairs, you see a whole lot of cases like that whereby students got the money and they didn't pay. So when they now want to ask for permission on behalf of those students, then the management will bring out proofs. Now this is the same students who has gotten the money from home for almost, there was a time whereby there are students in 500 level who didn't pay tuition from 100 to 5. So if we are to make a case for indigent students, how do we differentiate them from everyone? So it makes it difficult.
Thank you for making that clearer, because it's been a really big, even when the no tuition thing, it was a big deal. I was there when a couple of people called you that day to help. I did give them your number to call Laurel, because it was something that everybody was like, we have SUG, what is happening? So at least you've helped clear that up. Then there's also the issue of iseyin campus.
Okay.
Did you see the video of the lecturer on their first day of resumption?
Should I say yes, should I say no? Because there were lots of videos.
Well, we have it here and we could show it to you. Okay. Let me know if you want to let the cat out of the bag so you can see.
Natural sciences and renewable natural resources. As of this morning, 9:18 a.m., there's only one student in the class. And I couldn't find another person, and I just have to engage the students that are found in order to maximize the time that are used to travel down, so that at least for record purpose, Dr. Hon Abioudun is now. Please tell me your name. Again? What level are you? Which department? It's okay. So this lecture, how was it? How many of you were in the class? Thank you so much. God bless you.
So yes, that was the video. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What was your first reaction to it?
Okay, two things. In Lautech, the first week of resumption is not always resumption day.
Honestly, everybody knows that.
If the lecturer might also be accused, they might accuse him for not coming to the lecture. Yes, so I think he made that video as a reference purpose that he came. Then he's also an alumnus of Lautech, and he knows that the first week of resumption is not always the resumption week for Lautech. Now, for students who have not resumed, I would assume that it is because that has always been the tradition and the norms. Now, if we are to say this next week, the week after, we still have only one student in that, then it will be a big deal. And if that remains the scenario till now, then there is a need to call all the stakeholders involved. A university is not a university when there are no students. Then it is also not a university when there are no lecturers. Not a university when all the necessary facilities to make things work are not there, are not in place. So one of this, maybe an issue might have been the cause of that, but let's take it as the normal tradition of Lautech not resuming the first week.
All right, it's been lovely talking to you. So while we're rounding up, we're coming back to our new, I don't know why I said our new reappointment. Okay. Are there any new projects you're working on that could spill?
Okay. Since I've already said something about it, and I said it is a Lautech student built it. The cowrie card, the pay setter card in Oyo State, and you can see that we are planning to decentralize it. Then there is another project tagged the E-project. The E-project is we are trying to digitalize a lot of places in Oyo State, public places, parks, institutions, your hostels. I know most of you don't know that there's a 4,000 capacity hostel inside Lautech.
We know.
So
We've
now
been
that hostel will be digitalized to the very best. We will do as much as possible to make sure all of these things are in place. So it is more of innovation in second term, and I am ready to channel it. And I can also tell you that in some weeks' time we will be launching an electric transportation system
inside
in Lautech.
Hey, finally,
I'll be coming around.
Finally, we do need that. Thank you so much for taking our how do I say it, our problems and making it your own, because it's been a lot. Thank you very much. I'm very sure our viewers have learned a whole lot. I know I've learned a whole lot, a bunch of lots, if that's if that's a word. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thanks for sharing your insights. I remain Dinma, and you've heard